said thank you. That's enough. Jeez. Hey, this is the Uriah Jokes podcast, and if you can see right here, we got a red table. Why? Because Snow White and the Seven Dwarves have been living in this studio, and they put this table here as a sign that the communists will be invading. And if you're like Uriah, what is going on with these cards? Well, guess what? Budget cuts, man. Recycling is going too far. You heard of recycling jokes? Well, how about recycling cards? This is great, guys. Are you excited about being here? I feel like I actually have something to say. Oh, I got a guest. I believe is this yours?
I drew your picture.
Okay, guys, so this guy, I should give him a better intro. His name is Jerry Casanova, and if you didn't know this, which if you did know it means you're probably a stalker or psychic, but if you are psychic, tell me the numbers of the lottery now, you morons. Actually, what better way to explain who you are than who are you? Who are you?
My name is Jerry Casanova. I'm a priest in the Church of the Great Gray Ghost. And I've come here today to convert our friend Uriah Wetman to the church. And as part of our initiation ceremony, I've drawn his portrait in hyper-realistic style.
Don't show it to them. They don't matter. Oh, wow. Do we have another camera angle here to get my reaction? No. How long did it take you to make this masterpiece? Picasso is rolling in his grave knowing he couldn't make something this good.
6 months. Here you go.
6 months?
That'll be $5,000, please. Yes.
Do you accept Dogecoin?
Of course I don't. US dollars or renminbi only, please. You took it. You took it in your hand.
I am gonna be bankrupt.
That sounds like a you problem, not a me problem.
Okay, but how about this?
Uh-huh.
How about we table this? We put this on the table. We'll talk about it and think about it later. And you tell me more about this ghost.
I thought you'd never ask.
Okay,
Uriah.
well, maybe you shouldn't talk like that because these are full of knowledge. And when you talk like that, you are granting me less knowledge.
That was the point?
So, you said great ghost.
Yes! Well, I figure we might as well.
Is that poisoned?
You want it to be poisoned?
Is this poisoned?
You'll have to find out.
Poisoned is actually a name of a band that wouldn't exist nowadays because of environmental concerns.
It's true. We're lucky we have such good clean water to drink, Uriah.
Yes, this is unpoisoned water straight from the Pacific Ocean.
You should drink your unpoisoned clean water, Uriah. You should pick it up right now. Have a nice, big, long, tasty sip of it.
I can't do that, though. Because I've been enjoying this Trader Joe's Vanilla Almond Spice Chai. And chai means tea. You were telling me this backstage when you frantically gave me $5 to be on the show. You're like, I know that tea means chai.
Yeah.
And chai means tea. So then what the hell is this?
This is nut milk. This is nut milk on a masquerade, Uriah. You understand me? This is part of the religion of the great gray ghost, you see. Have you ever been to a comedy show or dive bar or theater or Burger King or a late night diner?
In-N-Out.
No, not that one.
Not In-N-Out.
Not In-N-Out.
Well, I mean, I went there yesterday, so...
How was it? I've never been.
You know how there's a long line of cars and everyone's waiting for food?
Yeah.
And then you eat it, and then
Yeah.
your body is like, oh, this sucks, I'm gonna shit it out.
Yeah.
That's every restaurant I've ever been to. All roads lead to toilets.
You ain't whistling Dixie, brother.
He's been poisoned. He's whistling Dixie. The Dixie Chicks actually changed their name to the Dixie Chickens. Because sometimes you do count your chickens before they hatch. You're trying to write something? You're trying to... He signed the waiver before this started, guys, just in case you're concerned. You're like, okay, what is this guy writing? He's writing swastikas now. Help. He's writing help. Well, man, do you know how much an ambulance is? Nope. I don't know it. I can't read your handwriting. So the Church of the Grey Ghost.
I thought you'd never ask.
Whoa! Okay, guys, you're seeing something really amazing going on here. What is happening right now is that I brought up a church that he was talking about, Church of the Grey Ghost, and what happens? He gets poisoned by one of my unpaid interns because I failed to pay them in Doge because, you know, Doge is tanking, and then he comes back to life. If you throw up on this table,
I'm thirsty.
you're thirsty.
Have you got anything to drink?
Yeah, I got this spiced chai. Where the hell did my chai go?
Fuck it.
Oh, here. I got this amazing vanilla almond spiced chai. It's made in the most traditional sense, which I don't think you're supposed to put money in food. So, Jerry, snap out of it.
I feel so much better now.
This is great. Do you know who doesn't feel better? People that don't drink vanilla and almond
spiced chai.
chai. Trader Joe's.
Trader Joe's. Can we do that? Can we do a little chant? Can we get that going, Uriah, for us? Vanilla, almond, spiced chai latte.
Vanilla, almond, spiced chai latte.
Vanilla, almond, spiced chai latte.
Trader Joe's, do you know how much this is? Other places will charge you $3,000 if they can get away with it. Hyperinflation, Google it, it exists. But Trader Joe's, they partnered with communists and caricature artists that will steal every fiber of your being because they care about the product. Like you care about your caricature product, I care about this. And guess what? Would you say this is half full or half empty?
I'd say that's half full, Uriah.
It's neither. It's completely full of benefits, non-dairy beverage. So that's right, even your complaining cousins can drink it.
You know, you're not allowed to drink that in the Church of the Great Gray Ghost.
So what you're telling me right now is my only non-sponsor who will probably sue me for doing this, and you're trying to get me to be in your church, are you telling me I can't drink that?
First of all, Uriah, it's a lifestyle.
Okay, lifestyle is something that people say when they're an alcoholic.
You can be an alcoholic.
You
Enjoy
can
the
be an
church.
alcoholic in this church.
Yes.
Okay.
Many
so
of our members do it quite frequently.
you have members. How many?
You gotta join first. It's like Amazon Prime. You can't know what's going on until you've already joined up, you
I
know?
don't have Amazon Prime. I have eBay.
What kind of movies do they have on eBay?
They don't have movies on eBay. They have DVDs. And what I do is I always like the idea about bidding on something that's a penny. I'll bid on everything that's a penny, and then I'll get outbidded and be like, who the hell is 3 pennies? Fool me once?
Shame on you.
Shame on me. Fool me twice?
Shame on you.
Shame on me. Fool me 3 times? Who the hell has 3 pennies in their pocket? Nobody. Abraham Lincoln died watching a play.
Now that's what I call comedy.
Well, I mean, what was great is that the ending of that play, do you know what always happens at the end of every play? They throw flowers. They throw flowers. Hey, you did a good idea. You flew the flowers. Here's your flowers. I was in ballet. I wanted to play hockey and I was in ballet.
Oh, look out, we got a tough guy here. Sorry, go ahead.
And do you know what my bullies called me before they punched me in my nuts?
Oh,
They were like, nutcracker. The only thing worse than being bullied is when the bully is funnier than you.
That does suck, man. That's a lot funnier than anything I've ever heard you. Oh, come on, I'm just joking. Nutcracker, come on, that's classic.
Nutcracker. See, this is the thing about that. They're trying to cancel the Nutcracker because it's a guy who cracks nuts in his mouth. They're trying to cancel Nutcrackers.
On Christmas.
Sugar plum fairies. Ooh, whether they're offensive to people with diabetes.
Right, what's next? Oh, the Rat King's actually the hero of the story? Oh, I just wanted some cheese.
So you're telling me right now that there's a shortage of workers, but I see full well documented evidence on Disney that rats can make food. That's verifiable evidence.
Yep.
So what happens? What? Outdoor dining, Lady and the Tramp. Why isn't Lady the Tramp canceled? Last time... Wait, actually that's a progressive movie. Wait, guys. Lady the Tramp is a progressive movie. They're calling the dude the Tramp.
Now that's progressive.
Wait, is his name Tramp?
Yes, his name is Tramp.
What a moron, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Tramp.
Hey, you super tramp!
You know what's worse than like
What?
going on like a Tinder date is seeing 2 dogs have a better time than you. It's like what the hell did they?
What, do you mean like going to a restaurant or movies or theme park or something?
Well, I went to the theme parks. I went to Universal Studios by myself.
Is that where you saw the 2 dogs?
That's
Having a good time?
Yeah, they were having a good time on me.
So you were the theme park?
Yeah, and talk about a tourist trap.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. Neither do they. I got a mystery amount of people that listen to this podcast, and this thing has just 5 stars on it. But I wrote in it, so I no longer think it's 5 stars.
Where'd they go?
So this Church of the Grey Ghost.
Yeah.
I want to compare this to other churches I've been in.
Okay.
Do I have to wake up early on a Sunday?
No.
Do I ever have to wake up early ever?
No.
Will there be a little room that I have to go in to confess my sins?
No, it's a big room.
Do I have to confess any? Oh, it's a big group. So it's like a AA meeting.
It's more like a cult.
Okay, so
I know you've been in, you've got some experience with that. And it's also like a political party or a group of friends or family who you don't particularly get along with very well. Or maybe like the group of people that you were with when you ride on a bus or an airplane, just a bunch of strangers
You're losing
who you don't
me.
like.
You're losing me. You know what? Anytime I'm riding on the bus, I'm like, what did I do in my
Oh, no,
life?
no. But see, this is the thing, Uriah. Don't freak out. If you join the church, you're not allowed to ride on a bus or a plane or a car or a train or a velocipede
Well,
or anything like that.
You are really opening up my eyes to the freedom of religion.
Yeah.
This is what the founding fathers wanted. They wanted other people to choose our freedom for us. Is that right? That's what I'm getting at,
That's
right?
That's the basic premise of our church. The basic premise of our church, Uriah, is that you have no idea what is good for you. But I do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Obviously, I mean, I
I do.
allow my interns to poison me.
And people can question the wisdom of that, but you know what, Uriah? I almost died on this floor here. And if it hadn't been for your hardworking interns, I never would have been able to experience that ecstasy. So,
That's great.
yeah.
I almost die on this floor every day. I'm actually only almost die on any floor. This is the thing. This guy once said, I will never dance the way I dance with you.
Uh-huh.
Well, I don't think you're ever gonna fall down on the floor the way you fell down on the floor with me. Now, how about that for being floored?
This is friendship moment, guys. This is Uriah and Jerry friendship. Level up to level 1.
Yes. And I will also... You spelled my name wrong, but there's nothing but respect. Okay, this is if you have children and they make a shitty drawing, it is a shitty drawing and you tell them that. Because they have to get better. If they think that cloud in the sun with the boring stuff is a good drawing you put down in the fridge, you're teaching them that is a high standard. That's going to get them on the fridge. What does that lead to? That leads to drug abuse. That leads to getting an art degree and a pedigree. What does pedigree lead you to? Dog food. What does dog food lead you up to? Barking up trees. What does a barking up a tree get you? A bylaw infraction for allowing your dog off the leash in a non-dog park. And what gets you to be in a non-dog park? Being a homeless person. Who is a homeless person? Anybody in Santa Barbara who grows a beard and carries around a backpack. Who carries around a backpack? Dora the Explorer. Who's Dora the Explorer? Dora is a foreigner. What are foreigners doing? They're taking over.
Hey, my handlers are like, after that last...
Okay.
They're suggesting that I not continue to participate in this program.
So, this is what people need to know. Your handlers need to know. This is called the Uriah Jokes Podcast. So, anything I say obviously isn't what I believe as a person. So, what your handlers are saying is that they've accepted this reality that this is a comedic podcast, Uriah Jokes Podcast. But that he happens to go on some sort of racist tirade against a fictional character, Dora the Explorer, and they're like, pull back. They're like, you gotta get out of here, pull back, get out of here. That's what your handlers are saying.
You're right.
His handlers are a bunch of morons, just like anybody who is trying to cancel culture. Let's get
Chester, Suki, you're out.
Get him out.
I don't give a shit. Out, go. You're done. I don't care. I don't care how many kids you have to support. Eat one of them if it's that big of a deal. Get out.
This is it. Look, speaking of kids,
Yeah.
I was listening to a radio, and they're talking about how the pandemic has really hurt kids. Not hit kids, but families. And this person's like, yeah, we don't know how we're gonna get money for our next meal. We have 10 kids to feed. I'm like, back up. You have 10 kids to feed. I think that's the problem. Split those kids up. And also, if you have 10 kids, Why don't those kids get some jobs?
Yeah, I know. There's got to be plenty of coal mines,
Mhm.
garment manufactories, microchip, manufacturing stuff, picking through rags and garbage heaps. If people in other countries can do this, it's time that Americans get their act together. You know what I'm saying?
I am tired of being beaten by China with a ratio of employed children. The United States ranks probably at least 31st when it comes to unemployment of children. So we are now giving a bunch of deadbeat children the ability to run around and be kids when they should be working and living the American dream.
I know, it's disgusting. And you see the kind of entitlement that happens, when you see like a 7-year-old kid like running around being like, I'm gonna be an astronaut. I was like, you know what? You'll be lucky if you're filet mignon,
Yeah.
Come on.
And I don't speak French. I don't know what you were talking about there, but this is it. A kid, first of all, with billionaires and spaceships, everyone's going to be able to go to the moon.
Yeah.
It's not going to be special anymore, Neil Armstrong. It's not one big step for a man. It's irrelevant. It's no step for man. No one cares. If China can get one of their crappy kid-made rovers on the Mars, do you know who else could have been on Mars? Earth. Earth is Mars.
The whole Earth.
The Earth is Mars. I will say it here right now. Breaking news. Put it down below. But this is also the thing about kids. I was sitting and eating alone, which is fine. And there's these TikTok videos where they come up to somebody eating alone. They're like, oh, can I sit with you? And they pay for your dinner. Stop it, TikTok kids. Sometimes people want to be alone and we don't want to be part of your videos. And I especially don't want to be part of your videos when I'm writing jokes in a park and you mistake me for being homeless.
That actually sounds kind of nice. I would like that.
To be homeless.
No, to have someone pay attention to me.
Yeah, pay attention. It's pay attention. You mix those together. What do you pay attention to?
Pay attention!
Cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency I pay attention to. Why? Because there's numbers. And what do numbers do? They go up and down. When numbers go up and down, what does that do to money? It makes it go up and down.
It's like a seesaw.
What does a kid do?
He rides on a seesaw.
And who sees seashells by the seashore?
Sally. Sally sells seashells by the seashore where she saw this kid on the seesaw.
And what does she do? She accepts cryptocurrency. Do you know what she doesn't accept? Fiat currency. Why? Because anybody can print it. I watched the documentary. People in Lima, they just print it and they mail it to us and then they make money.
Disgusting.
If I can't create my own cryptocurrency, I don't have the mathematics. If you can copy the American dollar, but you can't copy cryptocurrency, which one's more secure? I'll tell you what's not secure. Any bank that gives me a credit card that I do not pay. That was not a sound financial decision.
Well, let me do a little experiment for you, Uriah, and I'll show you the difference between our money and fiat currency. Okay?
Fantastic.
So I'm going to start out very simply with $1. Do you have any money, Uriah? I'm out. Sorry, I'm kind of embarrassing, but.
I have a movie ticket for those who wish me D.
For those who wish you D?
Yeah.
That sounds
I
dangerous.
think this was whoa, apparently I went for this. And then I have a joint. I do not have any money.
Do you have any crypto?
I do.
Can you send me some?
I don't know. I don't understand how to send it. I know how to buy it. I know it goes up and down, but do I know how to convert it in anything else than that? No.
I swear to God, I know I had like a spare 5 or something around here just to, how am I gonna?
What are you accusing me of?
I'm not accusing you of anything, Uriah. I just need to know how I'm gonna, afford my bus fare back to. And not that I'm riding the bus or anything, because that's not allowed.
We will not judge anybody based on their class, but if you're riding a bus, I'm gonna judge you.
What if you're driving a bus? off a bridge.
Driving the bus, I don't think there's any other job where you could theoretically be driving people whose lives are going nowhere to nowhere. All the time, you're driving people to nowhere to do nothing.
You know, when I was a kid, my school bus driver lived in the house next door to me. I was late for the bus every single day. Because she never picked me up. You know why? Because she was a goddamn racist.
Yes, bus drivers are notoriously racist. That is true. Do you know who allowed and made all the black people sit in the back of the bus?
Who?
Bus drivers. Who enforced it? Bus drivers.
You're right.
Why does everyone thank the bus driver? Like, I rode the bus before I had a car and it was free, but who? Why do you thank the bus driver? Thank you. It's he does that all the time. Do you thank me when I go and do a comedy set? Do people thank me? No, they do not.
You know who the bus driver is? The bus driver is that prisoner who the warden is paying to snitch on everybody else. Right? The bus driver sees everything that you do, right? He knows that you put some fake coins in that fare box.
Yep.
He knows that there's not even a fare box anymore. You got to get one of those little annoying tap-touch cards. He knows that when that guy starts yelling at you and throwing his bodily fluids all over you, that he can't do anything. He has to sit there in his chair and just let it happen.
Yep.
He knows.
Yep.
He knows. He knows, folks. And he's always known. He's always known. The bus driver has always known what's going on. And he's just been lying to you. Sorry.
Now, how about that? We are now the bus drivers taking you for a ride with that.
Where's my little cap? Sir, you're gonna have to get off. You're too drunk to ride.
Yeah, buses too. I actually went to Peru with my multiple times with my Canadian private school, and so we went down to Peru and we taught them how to play hockey. They taught us how to make cocaine. Nice, skill sharing.
That's called cultural exchange.
Yes.
And that's what I like to see.
Yes, and what happened there? The buses, they leave the doors open and they just drive and people jump in and jump out. What's this stuff like you have to pull up and then you have to, the bus needs a lean now because, you can't go up a step.
Disgusting.
We also were in a bus accident while we were there. So, hey, what did they do? They yelled Spanish at each other. One said, 2SL, yelled Grande Nina. That's close to, right? Me llamo Uriah, tu Grande Escobar.
You speak it so beautifully.
Thank you. 4 years. I went to Peru twice, and that's all I can say.
Really?
First time I got drunk was in Peru.
Wow.
I got drunk in Cusco. And do you know? Guess what drink I ordered?
When you say guys, do you mean me? Was it?
Oh no, it was my school. Wait, I said guy. I try to say y'all because people. Oh, guys.
No, please don't. I grew up in the South. If I hear someone saying y'all, I'll burn Richmond down to the ground again.
Richmond, Virginia.
Richmond, California. I can't make it to Virginia. I'm not allowed back after the last time.
I lived in Virginia. It was Irish coffee. I ordered an Irish coffee.
In Peru.
That was the first first alcoholic drink I ordered in a bar in Cusco, Peru, was a goddamn Irish coffee. And one other person got alcohol poisoning, and we almost got jumped because we were wearing football jerseys for the opposing team.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Great.
And someone came up to us and was like, you guys aren't safe.
Yeah, you gotta take that. You gotta take that off.
Because it was a U with the circle around it. And I'm like, you're right. And they were trying to get us to go to clubs and like back alleys and stuff. And one person got alcohol poisoning, and I thought it was a Puma. And the teachers didn't even know about it.
They didn't even know what a Puma was, or they didn't know the kid got alcohol.
They didn't know any of that. They probably didn't know what a Puma was. They're too busy, wanting to do their own. Who allows a bunch of kids to go out on their own?
Teachers, they don't know jack shit.
Yes. And also, I should dive into this. Private sector. I was like